Nurlan Fuljast, first year of management. I choose a theme such as should plastic packages be used? Why did I choose it? And is there any sense in this? First, I want to tell you why we use it and what's the point in using this kind of non-ecological method. As plasticeurope.org states, the commercial success of plastic as a packaging product is due to the combination of flexibility, stability, lightness, and ease of sterilization. It's worth mentioning that this is one of the cheapest form of packaging. But even so, I have categorical side on plastic. So why we shouldn't use it? The reason is pretty simple. Plastic is one of the most common and long-lasting environmental problems. And to make it clearer, to show how serious this problem is, I want to talk about the following things. It's very harmful to wildlife and marine life. It pollutes nature and environment. And not least important, the problems in recycling. We all know where plastic bags and packaging usually go. And yes, it's everywhere. Birds, animals, and marine life such as fish and sea turtles often mistakes the plastic materials for food and consume them. As conservefuture.com writes, when they consume these plastic materials, their digestive system gets congested, leading to development of health infections and due to death due to suffocation. And they also may become entangled inside plastic. A study found that almost 35% of turtle deaths are caused by animals ingesting plastic. According to National Geographic, nearly every single seabird is eating plastic, as plastic that's thrown away in 90% of them. As I said, plastic is everywhere. If you go outside and look, you'll see why it's called the most common trash. Due to their light weight, the plastic bags are usually easily picked up by wind and travel to long distances by wind and water. And every time it polluting the environment. So to give an example, it's hard to us to imagine that a small object like a plastic bag actually can be cause of flooding. But some of the cities in Bangladesh have struggled by this problem every rainy season for 2 decades, says greentumble.com. So the process of plastic recycling is very difficult. If we go back to conservefuture.com, we consumers toss 88% of all plastic carry-out bags to the trash, or as I mentioned, left them to blow in the wind. So if we move on to recycling packages, recycling facilities don't have the capacity to recycle the plastic bags and packages. Thus, they don't accept them. Therefore, the actual rate of recycling packages and other materials is around 5%. In the end, I want to say that I explained why we shouldn't use the plastic packages by the fact that it's very harmful to wildlife and the marine life. It pollutes the environment and nature, and it is problematic to recycle. So, and after all this, I can conclude that plastic is a very convenient thing, but not one that cannot be recycled. So that's why we shouldn't use it, because until we change as a humans, the pollution from plastic will not change. I ended my midterm exam. Thank you for the attention.